Hey everybody, welcome to the online session of Manu Law classes. My name is Brijesh and I am the English faculty at Manu Law classes. As you can see on the screen that we have come up with a question that frequently is asked by students who come from a school where English is not the medium of communication. So this common question occurs in their mind whether I am able to pass this Clat examination or can I go for law if I'm not good at English. So you can see the question, can I crack law entrance examination if I don't come from an English medium school? So this is a common question asked by many students. So if this is your question also, do watch the video till the end to get information about whether you can or not. So moving forward, you can see that the answer to this question is yes. How I can say yes? I have some evidence too. Previous students of Manu Law classes who have come from state board university of different state of India have qualified and scored very good ranks in NLU. So if they can do, you can do. This is quite easy. All you need is perseverance and consistency, right? So if this is your question also, can I crack Clat or law entrance examination if I don't come from English medium school? You can do it. So you can do it, but now you need a proper planning how you do it, how previous MLCs have done it so far. So let us first analyze these subjects. So this video will basically cover, as you can see, the topic talks only about English, the importance of English, because as you know that Clat examination is totally comprehension based. So you cannot deny that fact even though you are good at maths, reasoning, GK or other critical reasoning or any other subject, but English predominantly play a vital role over all these sections. Why? Because the passages are in English. So as you know, since you are aspiring to be a Clat aspirant or a law entrance aspirants, so make sure that you should be familiar with your paper, how many subjects are covered and what are some breakdown of those subjects. The first one is English language under Clat or any other law entrance examination. Then you have current affairs including general knowledge. Then you have legal aptitude and you have logical reasoning. So recently ALET has changed its pattern also. They have removed quantitative technique, but they can also judge it in logical reasoning under analytical reasoning. All right. So being a lawyer, you must know a little bit of calculation, right? So we are talking about all the subjects today, but predominantly we will be talking about English and how you can be very good at English. At the same time, you can practice other sections as well. So make sure you give equal amount of time to all the other sections, not only English, but initially you have to work a little bit harder than a student who has come from CBSE pattern. The reason is very simple. They have been studying in a school where English was mode of communication from the very beginning. So the struggle that you will need to do, they will not be the struggle for them. So still, but I'm telling you, it is doable, how we will be discussing in further sections. Before we proceed any further, let me talk about English language and its areas that are to be covered. The first one is vocabulary. So देखो किसी भी भाषा में सबसे ज़्यादा जो important होता है that is word. If you do not have word, you cannot even frame an idea too. So to frame an idea, you have to have word. If you are good at word, you can frame an idea, as simple as that. So what I mean to say is vocabulary is something that you need to work extremely hard if you literally want to qualify this examination, because your further life, your future life will revolve around reading and reading. Since you have chosen to become a lawyer, and reading, they go hand in hand. The next is grammar. See, all these sections are relevant when it comes to your preparation for your Clat examination, or your further after you enroll yourself in any law in school, because the mode of communication, the curriculum, the study and the moot courts, everything will be there in English. Okay, so the exam body who is conducting Clat consortium, they want polished student, right? If you have worked hard over your English, if you have worked hard over other sections, when you enroll there, it will be very easy for them to make you a good lawyer, right? The third section is reading comprehension. As you know, all the 5 sections of Clat has reading comprehension, and ALET has a lot of questions. They may, in 2011 they have all the reading passages, reading comprehension passages in exam, and this year you do not know whether they will provide you questions. There will be 50 questions in ALET, so there may be there are chances that they may incorporate many passages, or there will be so many vocab based questions. So when you know that vocabulary is something that will help you tackle this reading comprehension, so they both go hand in hand. So vocabulary and reading comprehension. So if you are working over vocabulary a lot, your reading comprehension will definitely be improved, but still you need practice. So we will be further talking about it in further slides. The last is previous year questions. Even though when you were studying in 10th class, when you were studying in 12th class, I can say this with guarantee that your teachers have told you to go through previous year paper. Going through previous year paper helps you basically to ascertain what kind of questions are asked and what is the difficulty level of a question. So that is why when you prepare for any law entrance examination, make sure with English section you have to have vocabulary, grammar, reading comprehension and previous year question. These 4 areas have to be covered. So if you are covering vocabulary, make sure your other parts are also being covered, like GK, there will be passage. You need to understand the passage and then need to understand the question and answer accordingly. Grammar is predominantly required to understand any language. If you do not know grammar, you will be struggling whether the sentence is in past, present or future, and it will be very difficult for you to understand कि जो sentence लिखा हुआ है whether it refers to past or present or future. So grammar is the base of any language. रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन के बारे में भी और बात कर लेते हैं. प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन, व्हेन यू आर MLC and when you are a student of MLC, you know that you have a book that has been particularly bifurcated for you, so that it will be very easy for you to understand that what kind of questions are and asked from which sections. So let us see. Since I talked about all the other sections, now English is your hindrance, because you say that I come from a state board university or a school and the medium of conversation in my school was not English and I am not that good at English. So if you are thinking to drop this idea that I will not be able to crack, you should not do that, but you can do it easily. So let us talk about what are some steps that you need to take when you are preparing for this law entrance examination. But you have to promise yourself that you are doing it with 100% efficiency. I know there are challenges in life. You have to little bit work harder. If you want to motivate yourself, you can I am telling you that even though you are working hard, there is someone who is working harder than you. So take it as a motivation and make sure that you're working harder, going beyond your comfort zone, going out of the box and working hard. So the first one is accumulate vocab on a daily basis. So as you know that if you are a student of a law, or if you are going to be a law student, command over vocabulary is something that you cannot deny. Okay, and if you are working hard on vocab section, I'm telling you truth, reading comprehension will be a cup of tea for you. How it happens? Let's say I give you a passage which is a story from Panchatantra, and very simple words have been used. You will read that passage within a minute or two, and at the same time you will be able to answer them. But what if I gave you a passage which has been taken from editorial section of The Hindu newspaper or Indian Express newspaper or the Times of India? At that time you would require longer time than you did with Panchatantra stories. So what was the difference between the two? The difference was the level of vocabulary which have been used during the in the extract. So what is hindrance for you? Vocabulary. ओके, सो वोकेबलरी एक दिन में नहीं आती है, ये आप बात समझ लो. इसके लिए आपको कंसिस्टेंसी की चाहिए होती है जरूरत. सो दैट्स वाई डेली basis means you have to take out words, around 10 words, 10 to 20 words every day, and note it down in your either mobile phone or in a book, in a copy, where you can practice it at the end of the day, where you can revise it at the end of the week and at the end of the month. So let's say you are collecting 10 words every day, so at the end of the week you have 70 words, and at the end of the month you have 300 words. And let's say you are collecting around 20 words every day, so you have 600 words at the end of the month. So having 600 words and in comparison to having nothing makes difference, right? So within a month you will see changes if you start doing this practice from today itself. So accumulate vocab. This is the panacea for other sections as well. You cannot deny this fact. पॉइंट नंबर 2 जिसमें की बात करा गया है 5 रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशंस डेली. ठीक है, 5 रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन डेली सॉल्व करने की आदत डालना है. सो 5 मीन्स 1 2 5. ठीक है, इट कैन बी 3 and 4 बट नॉट 2, राइट. सी अगर देखो आप अच्छा बनना चाहते हो किसी भी सेक्शन में, लेट्स से टेकिंग एग्जांपल ऑफ गोइंग टू जिम. आप जिम जाते हो, आप जिस भी सेक्शन पे मेहनत करते हो, जिस भी बॉडी पार्ट पे मेहनत करते हो वो स्ट्रांग होता है, लाइक लेग्स, आर्म्स और ट्राइसेप्स, बाइसेप्स, किसी भी काम करते हो वो अच्छा हो जाता है. सो इट्स अ नेचुरल प्रोसेस. सो एज सुन एज यू स्टार्ट वर्किंग ऑन रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन, ट्रस्ट मी विद इन अ वीक यू विल सी चेंजेस इन योरसेल्फ. बट होगा कैसे? आपको करना पड़ेगा, आपको जिम जाना पड़ेगा उस बॉडी पार्ट को स्ट्रॉन्ग करने के लिए. द सेम वे आपको रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन में अच्छा बनने के लिए रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन को करना पड़ेगा. सो पर डे एटलीस्ट बिटवीन 3 to 4 रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन बिफोर यू गो टू बेड. अपने आप से प्रॉमिस करो कि 1 घंटा कम सोऊंगा पर मैं 5 रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन करूंगा. इनिशियली स्टार्ट विथ इजी बुक्स, जैसे कि यू कैन गूगल रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन फॉर क्लास 5 if you are a student who even has difficulties with small simple words as well. So as soon as you improve, you go to editorial section, right? So 5 reading comprehension daily. There are prominent books for reading comprehension. You can refer to S. Chan publication book, and you can refer to Google for many reading comprehension, and we have our own publication house, so you can also buy MLC's book for reading comprehension. Point number 3 is practice grammar exercises from prominent books. देखो ग्रामर की बात करें तो शी प्लेज, आई प्ले, एस लगा हुआ है ही के साथ, आई के साथ लगा. तो बेसिकली एग्जामिनर्स डू नॉट आस्क दिस काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन. दे आस्क क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम द एक्सेप्शन पार्ट. सो every set of grammar rule has some exception. Let's say you are reading narration. तो नरेशन में क्या होता है? सिंपल सा रूल है. बट ऑन द अदर हैंड इफ वी टॉक अबाउट यूनिवर्सल ट्रूथ और साइंटिफिक फैक्ट और पास्ट हिस्टोरिकल हैबिट, तो वहाँ पे वो रूल्स काम नहीं करते. सो व्हाट डू एग्जामिनर्स डू? एग्जामिनर्स को पता होता है कि दिस इज द बेसिक रूल बट इट हैज़ दिस एक्सेप्शन, एंड एग्जामिनर्स मेक क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम दैट एक्सेप्शन एज वेल. सो मेक श्योर कि आप ग्रामर के एक्सरसाइजेस प्रैक्टिस करो. अब जैसे मान लो ताजमहल इज द मोस्ट यूनिक बिल्डिंग इन द वर्ल्ड, अगर मैं ऐसा बोल दूं तो वहाँ पे मोस्ट लगाने की जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि यूनिक जहां शब्द आता है वहां मोस्ट की जरूरत नहीं है. बट व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट इन अ सुपरलेटिव केस तो मोस्ट लगाने की जरूरत होती है. सो क्वेश्चंस ऐसे फ्रेम किए जाते हैं जो कि एक्सेप्शन से हो. दैट इज वाई ग्रामर एक्सरसाइज प्रैक्टिस इज नीडेड. सो फॉर दिस थिंग यू कैन रेफर टू सो मेनी बुक्स इन द मार्केट विच आर प्रोमिनेंट, लाइक जनरल इंग्लिश बाय A.K. Thakur, Arihant publication, and you can also refer to yellow books or yellow and blue books of Raymond Murphy, essential grammar. So these are some exercise practice for grammar you can refer to, right? 4th is attend classes regularly. देखो अगर आप क्लैट की प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हो और एलेट की प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हो और क्लास नहीं कर रहे हो, सो यू डू नॉट नो कि कौन से सेक्शन में कितना मेहनत करना चाहिए, आपका पूरा दिन चला जाएगा. सो डू ज्वाइन आवर क्लासेस, डू ज्वाइन क्लासेस विच इज़ रेलिवेंट फॉर यू, विच इज़ लाइक फीजिबल फॉर यू, एंड स्टार्ट प्रैक्टिसिंग अगर आप करना चाहते हो तो. क्योंकि देखो द कॉम्पिटिशन लेवल इज कट थ्रॉट, यू कैन नॉट डिनाई दिस फैक्ट, राइट? जिस एग्जाम में 70,000 प्लस स्टूडेंट्स भरते हैं फॉर्म को, 50,000 प्लस स्टूडेंट बैठते हैं एग्जाम में और सीट्स केवल 2500 प्लस है, तो आप समझ सकते हो देयर आर 10,000 पीपल आउट देयर हु आर वर्किंग हार्ड डे एंड नाइट टू गेट इनटू NLU, राइट। उसमें भी आपको चाहिए टॉप लॉ कॉलेज, तो उसके लिए आपको मेहनत करना पड़ेगा, उसके लिए आपको यू नीड टू अटेंड क्लासेस रेगुलरली, राइट। So point number 5, monitor your performance on a daily basis and get it evaluated. देखो पढ़ते जाओ पढ़ते जाओ पढ़ते जाओ, पर अपने आप का टेस्ट न लो, so you do not know where you stand. So it is very important, monitor your performance. So for students who are in Manu Law classes, they know कि हमारे पास एक LMS है जिसमें वो किसी भी टॉपिक को पढ़ते हैं and they just go to that particular section, they take test and they know कि okay this was my number and this was the part I mistook. But in your case, if that facility is not available to you, make sure you find a mentor for yourself wherever you are studying and find a teacher who can evaluate your performance, who can evaluate your test papers that you did. So you monitor your performance by yourself, see what is the status of reading comprehension when you do within 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, how many minutes you took to solve a reading comprehension based upon the difficulty level, either easy, medium or high, okay. So you need to do this thing. The last point that I want to talk about is solve previous year question of at least 5 years. 5 साल के पेपर लो, specifically start from 2021, फिर 2020 में जाना because these are recent and further these will be applicable. उससे पहले भी जाके आप grammar को देख सकते हो because reading comprehension has grammar part integrated with this, okay. So they may underline a sentence, they can ask a question from a vocabulary, they can ask question from figures of speech, punctuation, anything is possible with reading comprehension because experiments can be done on passages a lot. So these are something that I wanted to tell you. So let us revise कि आज हमने क्या डिस्कस किया. अगर आप ऐसे स्कूल से आते हो या ऐसे फैमिली से आते हो जहाँ पे इंग्लिश इज़ नॉट मोड ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन एंड यू फील अंडर कॉन्फिडेंट कि सर मैं इंग्लिश में अच्छा नहीं हूँ, क्या मैं क्लैट कर सकता हूँ, क्या मैं लॉ कर सकता हूँ, क्या मैं किसी भी लॉ एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन की प्रिपरेशन कर सकता हूँ, बी इट BLAT, SLAT, LSAT, क्लैट, IP, एनी लॉ एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन, येस इट इज़ डूएबल. आपको करना क्या है, आपको सबसे पहले अपने एग्जाम के सेक्शन को देखना है, उसके बाद आप उसमें आप देख लो कि आपको कौन से हिस्से में मेहनत करना है. सो इंग्लिश के लिए स्पेसिफिकली जब आप मेहनत करते हो तो अदर सेक्शन एट द सेम टाइम प्रिपेयर हो रहा है ना. ग्रामर, रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन एंड प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन, ये सब देख लो. उसके बाद आते हैं हम कैसे करना है आपको. यू नीड टू एक्यूमुलेट वोकेबलरी, वोकैब कलेक्ट करो पर डे कम से कम 20, ताकि वो मंथ के एंड में आपके पास मिनिमम 600 वोकेबलरी हो जाए, जिससे आपके अंदर कॉन्फिडेंस डेवलप हो जाए. क्योंकि जब आप वोकैब जानते हो आप कॉन्टेक्स्ट को समझते हो, नहीं जानते हो नहीं समझते हो, एज इजी एज दैट. सो वोकैब नहीं आता है नहीं कर पाओगे, आता है आप कर लोगे, ट्रस्ट मी. नाउ रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन डेली सॉल्व करना. आप कहोगे सर डेली क्यों करना है, जब मैं वोकैब कर रहा हूँ कभी भी आएगा कर लूंगा. नहीं, यू कैन नॉट डू दैट बिकॉज टाइम मैनेजमेंट इज समथिंग दैट यू नीड टू डू एंड दैट कम्स फ्रॉम प्रैक्टिस. अगर आपने 5 रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन किया आपका सर में दर्द हो जाएगा, आई एम टेलिंग यू. सो क्लैट एग्जाम में 30 रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन होते हैं, तो उस प्रैक्टिस को, उस परसिवरेंस को डेवलप करने के लिए यू नीड टू सॉल्व 5 रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन एवरी डे. एंड ट्रस्ट मी, जब आप 5 करने लगते हो ना आप अपने अंदर बदलाव देखोगे. Point number 3 with that we discussed that practice grammar rules, grammar exercises, because questions are asked from the exception part of grammar, not the direct, right? So दोनों ही पढ़ना आपको जरूरत है. 4th we discussed about attending classes whether online, offline, through a mentor, through personalized tuition, किसी भी तरह से आप एक classes ज्वाइन करो because the competition is cutthroat. Now point number 5 was monitor your performance. अपने आप की परफॉर्मेंस की मॉनिटर करते रहो, अदरवाइज यू वुड नॉट नो दैट वेयर यू stand and get it evaluated by your teacher, mentor, any friend who has qualified CLAT, or anybody who is supporting you to pass this examination. The last point we discussed about solving previous year question, because if you do not know what kind of questions are asked, you will have problem. If you are a student of any coaching, they do it by themselves and they provide you these facility. आपको बस पढ़ना होता है, but आपको मेहनत तो करनी पड़ेगी. एक सिंपल सी लाइन बोलता हूँ। देखो क्या होता है कि जब एक बहुत ही धनी व्यक्ति जब वो जिम जाता है तो भले ही उसके पास एक सर्वेंट हो जो उसका सब कुछ टॉवल ले सकता है, बॉटल पकड़ के खड़ा हो सकता है, कार का दरवाज़ा खोल सकता है और हो सकता है उसे जिम तक उठा के लेके भी जाए, बट ट्रस्ट मी ट्रेडमिल पे उस रिच इंसान को ही भागना होगा। ठीक है, सो आई यूज दिस एग्जाम्पल विद अ मोटिवेशन कि हम आपके लिए कितना भी कुछ कर लें, प्रैक्टिस आपको स्वयं से करना होता है, टेस्ट आपको स्वयं से करना होता है। ठीक है, सो विद दिस मोटिवेशन आई वुड से थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग द वीडियो टिल द एंड। ऑल्सो यूट्यूब हमारा ज्वाइन कर ले बिकॉज वी पब्लिश अ लॉट ऑफ इन्फॉर्मेटिव वीडियो। कल के ही दिन में हमारे दिनेश सर ने ही हैज़ मेड अ वीडियो ऑन यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड विच इज़ अ वेरी ट्रेंडिंग टॉपिक। आप हमारे टेलीग्राम को ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं वेयर वी पब्लिश पैसेजेस एवरी डे ऑन अ डेली बेसिस ऑन कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री बेसिस। ठीक है, कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री लेवल में आपको पैसेजेस मिल रहा है, कोई चार्ज नहीं करना है, बस आप उसे ज्वाइन करो, लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में दिया हुआ है, आप ज्वाइन करें और उसका फ़ायदा उठाएं। फिर यू कैन ज्वाइन आवर फेसबुक एंड इंस्टाग्राम फॉर रेगुलर अपडेट्स ऑन लॉ। Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. Stay tuned for more such videos. Thank you so much.